What's up, everybody? We are here to tier list rank the 14 movies that we watched in the month of May 2025. I don't know what he's going to rank. He doesn't know what I'm going to rank them. But together, we're going to try to come to a consensus. It could be hard. There's a lot of movies, and they're ranked against each other.
Yep.
The first movie that we watched last month was 28 Days Later.
I put an A tier.
You put it A tier?
Yeah, the pacing was good, the editing was good, like the cinematography was good. I really liked the quality of the film, like the quality of the film, like how it looked.
It was grainy.
Yeah,
it was one of the
grainy,
first
yeah.
digital cameras.
Yeah, which made it, feel more like it was an apocalyptic.
Right. It all added to it, and the editing as well. The fact that the zombies move fast. So earlier it was like really slow, these long shots of him wandering through the city after the initial outbreak with the monkeys. So yeah, I think the technology used and along with how it was used added to the movie. Mm-hmm. And it's really excellent. So I too gave it an A. So we're off to a good start here. Yeah. All right, next movie, Dr. Strangelove. Now before you say anything, I'm going to go ahead and say S tier for me. And the reason I'm saying that, because I'm curious to hear what you say, I want you to know this is my top ranked movie for the entire month.
Really?
Yep.
It's my A tier.
It's
my lowest A.
It's your lowest. Okay, I was already prepared for you to say A here, and I was going to be, where is it? And I was waiting for you to say it's my top A, and I was going to be like, okay, well, it's my overall top S. Let's move it up S. But if it's
an amazing movie. Like, it's ranked against other movies on this list, though.
I know, and it's my favorite movie. It's my top movie of all the movies that we watched. Peter Sellers is incredible. George C. Scott, the general guy that was hilarious chewing gum. It's near perfect to me. Like, really? Yeah. But we'll go ahead and put it for A since it's your lowest A, which is really surprising to me. Well, the next movie we watched was Forrest Gump.
S tier. My highest S.
This is your top movie?
Yes.
Of the month?
Yes.
Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Above Dr. Strangelove, obviously, but everything else.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's amazing. I think.
Yeah. I
know that people nowadays talk about how it's it's not as good and Pulp Fiction should have won and all that.
Or Shawshank.
Yeah. I mean, I think Pulp Fiction should have won, but it's not a bad movie. Like, it's still an amazing movie.
Yeah.
I like it. All the themes it deals with. I like Forrest Gump's a great character. I think Tom Hanks was a great actor and he played him perfectly. I don't think anyone else could have played him like that.
Music is great.
Yep. Captures
the different moments. Okay, well, it's an A for me, and it's not my top A, so I think it,
But is it your lowest A?
So for Doctor Strangelove, we have first and sixth.
Yes.
And for Forrest Gump, we have first and fifth.
So it'll go A, I guess.
A?
Yeah.
So I think we can agree on this one. Yes. Captain America, Brave New World.
D.
Maybe not. A. No, I'm just kidding. I gave it a D.
No,
this movie was terrible. It looked like crap.
It gave me a headache. Yeah. And Vaseline was smeared all over the lens, and it was it gave me a headache because it hurt to look at.
One of the worst movie endings of all time.
Yeah.
We're sitting there watching it, and I'm like, in my head, just like, this is a scene. Mm-hmm. There's going to be another scene. And then, the music starts to play, and I'm like, wait a minute. Is this movie actually ending right now on this scene? Yeah. And then it ended, and I could not believe it. So we watched that crappy movie just so that we could go the next day to the movie theater and see Thunderbolts. Asterisks.
B tier.
Really? Okay.
I think it's a great movie. Better than Brave New World. I like the characters. They were all funny.
And Sentry's awesome.
Yeah, I like Sentry as a character.
It was cool. You saw some things at the beginning that I didn't notice.
Yeah, the Void.
But
compared to the others on this list, it's not as high. But I still think it's a great movie. It's one of the best Marvel movies.
What's the Florence Pugh is awesome. Yeah, actually everybody in this is awesome, but she's really good. In general. So you said you gave it a B. I gave it an A, but it was my lowest A.
It was my highest B.
Oh no! I was hoping it would not be your highest B, so that I could say B. But I mean, the A's that are up there so far, were both A's or was an A and an S.
Yeah.
This is an A and a B. I think it's got to go B.
I agree.
Okay. All right. And then the next movie we watched was There's Something About Mary.
B tier.
Okay.
I really liked Ben Stiller. I thought it was funny. I like the one dude that what is the dude's name? That
Oh yeah, Matt Dillon, the guy. Yeah. No, he was great, dude. He was great.
I thought it was funny. I thought
I think that's something people probably forget. 'Cause when you think about this movie, you think about the hair gel scene, which you could use a little bit of that. Or there. Not actually hair gel, so maybe not you could use it. But that's beside the point. Cameron Diaz being lovely, and then Augie, played by Chris Elliott. I think people forget how perfect Matt Dillon is in this movie. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But you gave it a B?
Yeah.
I gave it a B too.
Nice.
It was actually my highest B. All right, this next movie we also saw in the movie theater, Sinners.
B tier.
Okay.
Thought, it was a great movie. Wasn't like anything too amazing like, people would have been saying, but it was still a great movie. The acting was good, the cinematography was good.
Michael B. Jordan, playing two different roles on screen, knowing that they were twins, but twins have their little nuances. Yeah. So having enough similarity between them while still having nuance. The director did a good job with the clothing and different things to distinguish between them. This is a movie that is going to hold up over time and going to come back to because there's so much depth in this movie. You gave it a B?
Yeah.
I gave it an A.
It was my lowest B.
It was your lowest B. Yeah. So again, that's going to be a B. Next movie is one that I think we're going to agree on. Saving Private Ryan.
S tier.
Okay.
It's an amazing movie. The opening 10 minutes is maybe the best opening. And
I think it's longer than that, but yeah, it's
that. The opening is it's one of the, if not the best.
Not at the graveyard, but the
no. Yeah, the storming the beach.
Yep, of Normandy. Yep. And how it puts you in first person, and you can't see anything, and then it slides open and shots, and then from that it just puts you in their situation, and then you're with them moving forward. Yep. And a lot of great characters. Yeah. Again, Tom Hanks. I mean, what a run he had. I also gave it an S. All right. Next movie we watched was Booksmart.
It's C tier.
C.
It wasn't a bad movie. It was funny, but compared to the others on this list, it's not as good. But it was funny. Yeah,
that's the thing. This is a really stacked list of movies, and Booksmart definitely was not a bad movie. It was a good movie. It was fun. It was very super badish. Especially the dynamics between the two leads. You gave it a C.
Yeah.
I gave it a B, but it's not like a high B or anything. And the ones that are at B, I think some of those were an A and a B. So I think it needs to go C. All right, the next movie we watched is another one we might agree on, Silence of the Lambs.
That's it.
Okay.
Great acting. I love the pacing's really good. It's another amazing movie.
Yeah, Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, both amazing. It's crazy how little time Hannibal Lecter is actually on screen, and he's such a iconic character for this movie. I think it might be one of the few movies, 4 movies, to win the 5 major awards: the Best Director, Best Picture, Best Actor, Actress, and Writing. You gave it an S. S for Saving Private Ryan and Silence of the Lambs. I also gave it an S. Now this crazy movie, Masked and Anonymous.
It would have been D tier if it wasn't for Brave New World, but C tier. I'll let you explain.
Hey, this is what I want to know from anybody watching. A, have you seen Masked and Anonymous? And if so, what? If you haven't seen it, listen to this cast. And it's from 2003. Bob Dylan, John Goodman, Jeff Bridges, Penelope Cruz, Val Kilmer, Mickey Rourke, Jessica Lange, Luke Wilson, Angela Bassett, Bruce Dern, Cheech Marin, Ed Harris, Chris Penn, Stephen Bauer, Giovanni Ribisi, Michael Paul Chan, Christian Slater, and Fred Ward. And this movie could not possibly fail harder, I think. You gave it a C just because Brave New World was so bad.
Yes.
I too gave it a C, not because it was so bad, just because Brave New World, I have no desire to see it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
But there is some redeeming value in Masked and Anonymous, where I am still looking at it confused, trying to figure out what's going on. I want to see that again, and it doesn't offend me.
Yes.
All right, the next movie we watched was another Ben Stiller comedy, Zoolander.
B tier.
Okay.
I thought it was funny. It was just another one of his movies.
I think he directed this one. Yeah. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. You gave it a B tier. I gave it a B. It was my lowest B, but...
So you like There's Something About My Name more?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I like Zoolander more. The
next movie we watched was Terminator 2, Judgment Day, which I had mentioned to you when that first came out at that time, in the months that came after that. If you'd asked me, wait, what's your favorite movie? I probably would have said this. Because at the time it came out, it was awesome. Yeah. And it's still awesome.
Yeah.
What did you give it?
S tier.
Really?
I thought it was still awesome. I like T-1000 and I like Terminator. And I thought he was funny with the kid. They were a good duo. I like the music. I like the pacing. I just really liked it a lot.
I was borderline with it, and I gave it an A. It's my highest A though.
It's my lowest.
Is it your lowest S? Well, you know, all the other S's are only S's, so I think it needs to go A as well. But it's a really awesome movie. And the final movie we watched as we reach our destination.
It's the final one.
I didn't even know. Final Destination, the original.
Yeah. S tier. Or C tier. C tier. I mean, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
There's like compared to everything else, it's a C. But it's like with Booksmart, there's nothing bad about it. I'd say it's just a fun movie.
It actually held up better than I thought it would. You know, but I remember really liking it. Obviously, it set off a franchise, but I think it's not terrible, like you said. I think it's good. Solid B for me, and you gave it a C.
Yeah, it's my highest C. Yeah.
It's your highest C, but right now we're keeping like the purity test. Either it makes that letter, because there was no movie that we disagreed where like you gave an A and I gave a C. For the letters in which we both got it exactly, it stays there. Otherwise, it drops down to the lowest of those. For instance, Saving Private Ryan and Silence of the Lambs, we both gave an S. Captain America, we both gave a D to.
Which one did you like more for Saving Private Ryan or Silence of the Lambs?
Good question.
Thank you.
Silence of the Lambs, I have above Saving Private Ryan.
I have Saving Private Ryan above Silence of the Lambs.
What rank is Saving Private Ryan for you?
2. Silence of the Lambs my 3rd.
So 2 and 3 for both of us.
You gotta do a rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh yeah, I get it.
You did this?
So Silence of the Lambs. Let's look at our A's. We both gave 28 Days Later an A.
Yeah, it was my highest A.
So definitely 28 Days Later needs to go at the bottom, because the other 3 all had S's.
Yes.
Strangelove and Forrest Gump, our respective top A's, or top S's. So those need to go above Terminator.
Yes. Or do you put Forrest?
5th. And for you,
it's my 6th.
6th. So Forrest Gump barely squeaks out above Dr. Strangelove, which is above Terminator 2 because it had an S. And then 28 Days Later, we both agreed we're an A. Now, among Thunderbolts, which of those got an A? Thunderbolts got an A for me, so a B for you. Something About Mary, both B's. So it's going to go below Thunderbolts like it is. Sinners, B for you, A for me. So it's going to go above There's Something About Mary. And then Zoolander, A. Oh, we both gave a B. And it was my lowest B. So I think it should stay below There's Something About Mary. The C tier, which of those got a B from somebody? I know Masked and Anonymous, we both gave a C, so that's going to go at the end.
I gave all of those a C.
Oh, you gave all of those a C.
Yes.
Booksmart and Final Destination, I gave a B, and I had Final Destination 1 spot above Booksmart.
I have it above Booksmart too.
Oh, well then Final Destination above Booksmart, and now it's perfect.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
All right, well, I'm curious, what do you guys think about our list overall?
Yeah.
And also, for areas where we have a slight disagreement, such as Strangelove and Forrest Gump,
Which one
where would you
better?
go?
Yeah, which one's better, Forrest or Strangelove?
Yes, Masked and Anonymous.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I want to know.
Yeah.
Who has seen that and what happened? All right. I love doing these with you.
Yeah, me too.
All right, till next time.
Bye.
After the initial outbreak with the monkeys, am I already boring you?
Like, even though it looked like gasoline.
It looked like gasoline?
It looked like what's that? Like, it looked like lotion was smeared.
Oh,
over
no.
the camera.
Vaseline. Like,
Vaseline, yeah. I cut my eye.
Yeah, There's Something About Mary was my highest B. Zoolander was my lowest B. And so there's a lot in between. I'm sorry, I'm so boring.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. But I've been looking forward to seeing it. I think it's what is that? You hear that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Okay. That was
I
pipes.
went to the bathroom. Yeah.
She's back?
Yeah.
My wife is home!